Hello, my name is Michelle Miller, and I am an admissions counselor with the University of St. Thomas here in Houston, Texas. Today, I will be sharing a quick introduction to test optional and what that means for you. Due to the pandemic, many universities nationwide have removed the SAT or ACT admissions application requirement. What this means is that you have an opportunity to apply to university without the SAT or ACT test scores. However, this also means that if you do have SAT or ACT test scores, you can still submit them as part of the application process. So again, it's the option to apply to a university with or without SAT or ACT test scores. What this means is that if you, as a student, apply to a university and do not submit test scores, you can still be considered for admissions, you will not be penalized, and depending on the university and the program, you may still qualify for merit-based scholarships as a test optional candidate. Again, if you have the scores for whatever reason, or eventually get SAT or ACT test scores, there may be an opportunity to submit those. This is an important thing to ask the university. If you apply as test optional, but then later have scores, are you able to still submit those? Submitting scores, if you have them, may increase your chances of admission or scholarships, depending on the school. As with anything, it's important to put in work and do research. So make sure that as you're considering each university, you are clear on what their policy is for their test optional application, and you're clear on what each university is requiring of you as a test optional candidate. Without the scores, you may be wondering, how will my application be reviewed? And generally speaking, universities will rely more on the information that you actually submit, the other parts of the application. And you can be sure that your grades will be at the forefront of this review process. So again, remember, you're submitting less information for admissions evaluation. So now more than ever, it's important to be very detailed and thorough with some of those other application pieces, which offers us the opportunity to maximize those other pieces, as I mentioned. So if there is an essay opportunity at the school that you're applying to, make the most of it. Make sure that you are getting assistance with your writing and that you're expressing how you're a great fit for that university, or appropriately answering that prompt for the essay. Reach out to the school. There are reps like myself that are here to help you, and it can be helpful to reach out and to demonstrate interest at these universities that you are considering. And lastly on my list, letters of recommendation, if you already have them, or if they're an optional item at the universities that you're applying to, this can now, and more especially now, make a difference in your application. So as a summary, it is critical that you familiarize yourself with the test optional policies at each university that you're applying to, because the process can look a little different at each one. And generally speaking, should you apply as test optional, if you do not have SAT or ACT test scores, the answer is yes. If you do not feel like your SAT or ACT test scores reflect your academic performance, the answer is yes. So I hope this information and this introduction was helpful to you and will be helpful to you as you are on this college application journey. I wish you the best in the upcoming semester, and know that we as admissions representatives are here for you to answer any questions that you may have. Take care.